everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and film my paycheck budget on YNAB. Just as a disclaimer, I will continue to film my monthly budget on my bullet journal because that encompasses the whole month, and it's a little difficult doing that on YNAB because you can only budget the money that you have. Moving on to new development. I have budgeted all my money that I had accumulated in my emergency savings fund to the future month of July. So I'm kind of like a month ahead in all my bills and goals. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So we're in July. What month are we in? Okay, so I used my whole entire emergency fund to budget the month of July. So that's already taken care of. What you're seeing up here, $18.92 with 34 cents, is my paycheck that I received on the 30th of June, which is today. Usually that I use to pay my bills from the 1st to the 15th. But I already went ahead and did that with the money that I had accumulated and saved. And if I ever need it, then I can use it in an emergency because I've had time to react. So I have my money for my mortgage, groceries, all the set expenses are here and they're all set aside. The utilities sinking fund, I went ahead and did zeroed out. I had, I think, like $400 in there, but I decided to lower it down because I do have a $200 credit in my with my electricity bill. So now I have a little less, 111. And I did try to make the categories a little bigger so you guys can see. True expenses are kind of like sinking funds, car insurance. I didn't set aside anything for July because I already have enough for my 6 months that is going to be due this month in July. Car maintenance is $40, car registration $22. Electronics, I was doing $10, but I decided to up it a little bit more. Giving and gifts have stayed the same. Home maintenance, $200. I was about to set aside $175, but I was like, no, we have to be true to ourselves. Owning a home is super duper expensive. Medical and dental, I was setting aside, I think, $20, and I upped it to $40. Let's see, Roth IRA. So my income will be going up because we get a cost of living adjustments, and I got promoted and I just passed probation. So we'll be going up by maybe like $200 a month, 200 something after taxes is what I calculated. I decided to go ahead and start funding my retirement account again with the match. Where I work, they match 4%. I don't know why. I kind of already had it in the back of my head as soon as I paid off my roof for my house. It freed up a lot of cash. That was about $500 a month that freed up for me to use. So hopefully with what they're deducting, the 4%, hopefully I'll stay around the same amount, $18.92 with each paycheck. If I hadn't done that, and I still have the option to not do that, to like delete my request or whatever, again, my income would be going up by $200, and I would definitely be able to reach my goal of getting 3 months ahead of expenses. Ultimately, these expenses do include everything, including some goals that aren't very necessary. So if there was a big emergency, I could grab from certain categories that aren't as necessary to put in and kind of stretch out my money 4 or maybe even 5 months. But I do want to get ahead 3 months, and that's the beauty of YNAB. It lets you do that. I find that once I put it in a category and it's already spoken for, the money, I'm less likely to spend it. So that's my goal. And again, I don't know, should I continue to contribute now that I'm done with a big part of my debt? I just have my car loan left over. The interest is pretty okay on it. And I decided to go against the debt snowball because I prefer to save and invest a little bit now that I have freed up some cash flow. On my every month I was paying about $800, sometimes even more, towards my debt. Now I want to go ahead and pay $500 towards my debt, which is just my car loan. Who knows? Maybe it'll change. From July is definitely $500. If I get scared because of everything that's going on right now, I'll just pay. And even then, I'm a month ahead of my car loan, so this payment for July won't be actually due until August 11th. So if I get scared, I just won't make the car payment. I'll keep that $500 in that very lovely section there. And then if things start to get a little better, I can just make a huge payment. And the good thing about YNAB also is I'm not just saving it. I'm not just going to put this $500 into like a general saving. It's already spoken for, sort of, unless I need it for an emergency. But even if I don't make the extra payment and I just make the minimum payment, or I wait until August to pay that amount for the car loan, that $500 is going to stay right there, so I know exactly, and I know the exact amount that I can put towards the loan once things get better here in the United States. Do you guys hear we got banned from Europe? Like, some people aren't allowed to travel to Europe, and I feel like that's justified. I mean, there are a lot of cases here of the virus. So, anywho, moving on to Roth IRA, I'm setting aside $50. Now, I won't be contributing to my Roth right now. Same thing, I'm kind of iffy right now. It's trying times, it's scary times. I was just texting my friend yesterday that I was super scared because we really don't know what's going to happen, you guys. All the money that was issued by the government, most of that, I know it helped a lot of people and a lot of businesses, but it came with a lot of like regulations and things like that, I think. And a lot of it went to like big companies and corporations. That's why the stock market is up and the economy is down, because the help went to people in the top. But yeah, it's just really weird right now. So I do want to set aside $50 just to get kind of used to setting aside money towards my Roth IRA. I won't be contributing that into my Roth IRA until I feel a little bit more secure. And once that happens, then I'll start using whatever I have saved up. If I didn't need it for anything else, that's like a super duper emergency, I'll put all that I saved into my Roth, all in one big chunk. Eventually, I do want to get to where I set aside $300 for my Roth IRA. I figure that's perfect. And if in the future my income goes up, then I can go ahead and put the $500 there. This was supposed to be a budget with me, but I really wanted to go over how I'm doing this in YNAB. Let's see. Spotify, of course. I had a little bit of credit from a reimbursement that I got in my credit card, so I don't have to put aside the whole $9.99. And fun money, I have a $49.36. I ended up buying, I think, a blender that really brought that fun money down. But now I get to make some smoothies, and I'm just so grateful for everything that I have, because I don't know. I hope all of you guys are doing okay. So, with that explanation there, let's move on to what I actually got paid today, and that's $1,892 with 34 cents. So, since I have all of July budgeted for, when I say that, it makes me feel calm and relaxed. I'll go ahead and move on to August. And with everything I had saved, I did manage to put a little bit towards the mortgage component of August. So let's see. In the mortgage, I tried to aim for $1,400, so that leaves me with $1,202. And then I'll just go down. It's very, very simple. Just go down the list. So groceries, I want to set aside $200. Gas for my vehicle is $100. Phone is $133.06, which pays for 3 lines. Home warranty is $55 because I do have an older home. I think it's from the 50s. I do live in California, so. Oh no, wait. Internet was $29.99. Home warranty is $55. Utilities $80. I want to set aside. For my car insurance, it's always $105. Car maintenance it's $40. Car registration is $22. Electronics I want to set at $20. And I have set up goals for all of my sections. So every time I meet a goal, it turns green. Because yeah. For giving is $40. I've really been liking giving to ACLU lately. They're fighting the good fight. And I got a letter from them the other day, and I was like, a member? I'm not a member. But I guess they just sent it to me because I gave like a good amount of money the last time I gave to them. Gifts is $40. Home maintenance is $200. Do I have? Yeah. I have enough for home maintenance. $200 for the month of August. Medical and dental, I want to put $40. I did have it at $20, but medical and dental also encompasses like my toiletries because I feel like good hygiene is part of good health. I don't know. It's like my reasoning. That was my reasoning. And medical and dental is very important. Let's see. So I have this week. Next week, I have to go get another blood test. Hopefully everything's good. They told me my liver was looking a little weird. I have a feeling it's because I haven't been drinking water lately, and it's like it gets to 100 degrees over anyway. So software subscription $7. And I also grew up without AC. So now that I'm living in a place that's really, really hot, I feel bad turning on the AC. Because it's not that bad. You just sweat a little bit and you're okay. But you do have to drink a lot of water, which I don't do. Auto loan is $500. I won't have enough for my auto loan, so let's go ahead and meet other. So I'll go ahead and meet my Roth IRA goal for now. And I can meet my Spotify goal, which is $9.99, and my fun money goal. Oh no, I can't. Maybe I can reach my nice. I can reach my fun money goal, which is $40, and then the 91 cents I'll leave here just so that banner isn't there. Oops. 0.91 cents. Oops. 0.91. All right. So that's how I allocated my first paycheck for the month of July, budgeting ahead towards August. So come July 15th, we'll be finishing up putting down for my auto loan due in August. And then I get to move on to September. So little by little, we're making headway. Eventually, let's say today's July 1st or the beginning of July. I want to get to where this paycheck pays for November. So I want to be budgeting for November. And again, that would probably cover maybe like 4 months of expenses really if it ended up being an emergency and I really had to cut down. I could definitely defund some categories and stretch out my money. So that's I don't know, it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel relaxed just thinking about reaching that goal. I know it's going to take a while, but I'm willing to save and sacrifice. I really hope that everyone's doing well. And I'm very grateful for the position that I am in right now. I am still working. Considered essential, and I feel it's been very scary, you guys, no lie, for me and my family, but hopefully we all pull through, we all get together, and I don't know. Well, bye guys, make sure to read up on your policies and register to vote. My mom called, so I have to call her back. Bye.